You cannot change yesterday, but you can do something today that can change tomorrow. It doesn't matter how you were born. That was yesterday. It doesn't matter what happened last 5 years, the last 10 years. You may not be able to change that, but you can reposition yourself today. You can make new decisions today that will change what tomorrow will bring. Invest in your future. Refuse to be a mental hobo. Refuse to end your life on the sidewalk. Every time I tell you something, I tell you that I believe in your future. There's a reason I believe in your future. I believe that if you hear these words, you will act on them and they will change your future. None of you was born to be poor. You may have been born poor, but you were not born to be poor. You may have been brought up poor, but you were not brought up to be poor. Understand this. The definition of adulthood is responsibility. When you become an adult, you take responsibility for your future. Become responsible. What do you have in yourself? There are many who cry for help, and because there are no answers to their call for help, they feel the pains and the pangs of neglect. No, refuse to give up. Believe in what God made. God made you, and He never made a failure. Believe that God has a purpose for your life. You may have been born as a parental accident, but you are not a divine accident. God knew you were coming, and He made sufficient provision for you. There's a place for you in the world, and I'm helping you find that place. There are certain things you must do for all of what we have discussed to be a reality. There are things that are not in abundant supply. They're limited. One of them is time. Save time. Save it. Keep track of your time. The Bible says for us to redeem the time, because it says the days are evil. You don't have extra time. Life is not a game. Therefore, make every day count for your life. Improve yourself every day. Introduce something into your life that counts. Choose to be a success. Become inspiring. Distinguish yourself with character, with excellence. If you're a musician, be a musician with a difference. Become inspiring. Whatever you do, do it with excellence. Put yourself and your best into what you do and change your world. Remember, there's no extra time. Therefore, whatever you do now, do it the best way the first time. Success is waiting for the man who says yes to success. Success is waiting for the man who plans for it, who reaches out for it, who says, I'll wake up, and he wakes up. Who says, I'll read this book, and he reads it. Who says, I'll go to school, and he goes. Success is waiting for the man who makes a decision. So time is important. Time is important. Don't spend your time watching television 24 hours a day. Don't spend your time watching video 24 hours a day. Those that you are watching have put their best into what you are watching. Change the position. Say to yourself, I will be watched. You know, sometimes I'm concerned. There are those who only think about designers' perfume, designers' clothes, designers' shoes. Where are your designs? Where are your own designs? Challenge yourself for the future. There's room for you. There's a place for you at the top. There's a place for you. Train your mind and use it. Give yourself to a teacher. Give yourself to a tutor. Train yourself. Train your mind. And if you train your mind, it will be ready to deliver to you thoughts, the right thoughts and ideas that will earn you commercial value. There's no poverty for the man who has made an investment in his mind and is willing to act. There's no hunger for the man who has trained his mind to think through on every problem, to solve every problem. Train yourself. Think through a problem and render a solution. Let men come to you for advice. Decide to be smart. Decide to be a problem solver. If you make that decision, that's what you will be. Problem solvers are in short supply in the world. There's a place for the man who chooses to be one. Engage yourself in national issues. Get involved. Get concerned. Some of you here are the best writers in the country. But where are your writings? Maybe you are sleeping too much. Maybe you are resting too much. Maybe you are playing too much. It's time to put your best into that writing. Let the country read your writings.
twice, the list is endless. But let's take a few like this one in Princess. Says she let chest, so she always wear dress. Too hard to see, so she always send text. Tracy Pa, she can't even check. Anytime we call her anywhere about her sex. Musu, I'm a Jew from high school. Fool me one time with that weed pepper soup. She not even care if I'm a hip core rapper. I'ma try her smart Tina, all she after. So sometimes I can get it from her. Do my own thing or I chill with younger. Tina, I'm a Jew.
Perfect redemption, the purchase of blood, to every believer, the promise of God, the vilest offender who truly believes that no man from Jesus a pardon receives. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, let the earth hear His voice. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, let the people rejoice. Oh, come to the Father through Jesus the Son, and give Him the glory, great things He hath done. Great things He hath taught us, great things He hath done. And greater rejoicing through Jesus the Son, but purer and higher and greater will be our wonder, our victory when Jesus we see. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, let the earth hear His voice. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, let the people rejoice. Oh, come to the Father through Jesus the Son, and give Him the glory, great things He hath done.
Red Eyes Entertainment. Hey, chill out, chill out.
Too many.
Hey, chill out, chill out. Hey, chill out, chill out. Oh, chill out, give me one more chance. Oh, Coolnanee, give me one more chance. Oh, chill out, give me one more chance. Oh, Coolnanee, give me one more chance.
Yo, the question first, the list is endless. But let's take a few like this one in Princess. Says she let chest, so she always wear dress. Too hard to see, so she always send text. Tracy Pa, she can't even check. Anytime we call her anywhere about her sex. Musu, I'm a Jew from high school. Fool me one time with that weed pepper soup. She not even care if I'm a hip core rapper. I'ma try her smart Tina, all she after. So sometimes I can get it from her. Do my own thing or I chill with younger. Tina, I'm a Jew.
I hear it. They're all the way down here. But if you can do, y'all can just control it for me. It'll be all right. I know. Akekema totuye. De
Hello? Hello?
You cannot change yesterday, but you can do something today that can change tomorrow. It doesn't matter how you were born. That was yesterday. It doesn't matter what happened last 5 years, the last 10 years. You may not be able to change that, but you can reposition yourself today. You can make new decisions today that will change what tomorrow will bring. Invest in your future. Refuse to be a mental hobo. Refuse to end your life on the sidewalk. Every time I tell you something, I tell you that I believe in your future. There's a reason I believe in your future. I believe that if you hear these words, you will act on them and they will change your future. None of you was born to be poor. You may have been born poor, but you were not born to be poor. You may have been brought up poor, but you were not brought up to be poor. Understand this. The definition of adulthood is responsibility. When you become an adult, you take responsibility for your future. Become responsible. What do you have in yourself? There are many who cry for help, and because there are no answers to their call for help, they feel the pains and the pangs of neglect. No, refuse to give up. Believe in what God made. God made you, and He never made a failure. Believe that God has a purpose for your life. You may have been born as a parental accident, but you are not a divine accident. God knew you were coming, and He made sufficient provision for you. There's a place for you in the world, and I'm helping you find that place. There are certain things you must do for all of what we have discussed to be a reality. There are things that are not in abundant supply. They're limited. One of them is time. Save time. Save it. Keep track of your time. The Bible says for us to redeem the time, because it says the days are evil. You don't have extra time. Life is not a game. Therefore, make every day count for your life. Improve yourself every day. Introduce something into your life that counts. Choose to be a success. Become inspiring. Distinguish yourself with character, with excellence. If you're a musician, be a musician with a difference. Become inspiring. Whatever you do, do it with excellence. Put yourself and your best into what you do and change your world. Remember, there's no extra time. Therefore, whatever you do now, do it the best way the first time. Success is waiting for the man who says yes to success. Success is waiting for the man who plans for it, who reaches out for it, who says, I'll wake up, and he wakes up, who says, I'll read this book, and he reads it, who says, I'll go to school, and he goes. Success is waiting for the man who makes a decision. So time is important. Time Time is important. Don't spend your time watching television 24 hours a day. Don't spend your time watching video 24 hours a day. Those that you are watching have put their best into what you are watching. Change the position. Say to yourself, I will be watched. You know, sometimes I'm concerned. There are those who only think about designers' perfume, designers' clothes, designers' shoes. Where are your designs? Where are your own designs? Challenge yourself for the future. There's room for you. There's a place for you at the top. There's a place for you. Train your mind and use it. Give yourself to a teacher. Give yourself to a tutor. Train yourself. Train your mind. And if you train your mind, it will be ready to deliver to you thoughts, the right thoughts and ideas that will earn you commercial value. There's no poverty for the man who has made an investment in his mind and is willing to act. There's no hunger for the man who has trained his mind to think through on every problem, to solve every problem. Train yourself, think through a problem and render solution. Let men come to you for advice. Decide to be smart. Decide to be a problem solver. If you make that decision, that's what you will be. Problem solvers are in short supply in the world. There's a place for the man who chooses to be one. Engage yourself in national issues. Get involved. Get concerned. Some of you here are the best writers in the country. But where are your writings? Maybe you are sleeping too much. Maybe you are resting too much. Maybe you are playing too much. It's time to put your best into that writing. Let the country read your writings.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, welcome, welcome, welcome. Check your inbox. Welcome. Come on. Hey, everybody, welcome to our show. Let's talk about it with Muko and Divine. If you guys are hearing me, just give me a thumbs up and let me know that you guys are hearing me, okay? So we got a very, very important, very important interviews coming up today, y'all. How you doing? How you guys are doing? Hope all is well. Okay, thank you, Stella. Thank you. You can hear me. So we got a unique one, and yeah, let's get ready. I hope you guys are having a fabulous and wonderful Sunday. And for those of you who's in church, those of you who's going to service, I hope you guys worship your God in spirit and in truth. Be truthful to yourself in your worship. And we are grateful to God to be alive today. Let us appreciate that we are alive because there are a lot of things, lots of things going on around us, you know. So we out to be grateful that we are alive to see another day. So, welcome. Before we start our show, we all know what it's about today. We got one of our renowned rapper from Liberia that we are going to be interviewing. That we are going to be interviewing today. So he's going to be in studio. We're going to be talking a lot. Everything you guys want to know about him, about his life, and everything will happen. You will listen to it. So I'll be right back.
Red Eyes Entertainment. Hey, chill out, chill out.
Yeah, too many.
Red Eyes Entertainment. Hey, chill out, chill out.
Yeah, too many.
Hey, chill out, chill
I
out.
already know, man.
Hey, chill out, chill out. Oh, chill out, give me one more chance. Oh, Coolnanee, give me one more chance. Oh, chill out, give me one more chance. Oh, Coolnanee, give me one more
Yo,
chance.
the first thing first, the list is endless. But let's take a few like this one in Princess. Says she let chest, so she always wear dress. Too hard to see, so she always send text. Tracy Pa, she can't even check. Anytime we call her anywhere, part of sex. Musu, I'm a Jew from high school. Fool me one time with that weed pepper soup. She not even care if I'm a hip core rapper. I'ma try her small thing, now all she after. So sometimes I can get it from her. Do my own thing, or I chill with younger. Tina,
Sorry, guys, we're having some difficult problems here, and I think it has been solved. So I'm just waiting for my like seriously,
Oh yes,
like seriously.
yeah, partner.
Partner, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna remove you till you park the car and come back on.
Oh yeah, certainly.
Okay, we'll talk to you later. Go and come back. So my partner is there. He'll be right back. You know, he's heading to the studio, so we're running a little late here. A little late. But anyway, everybody, how you guys doing? Let's listen to some of our Liberian music, our Liberian celebrity. Let's listen to some of our music and we can talk. Mr. Soiree, welcome. Please do us a favor. Let me tell you guys something. We Liberians, we are very hateful. When I say hateful, we are very, very hateful. Um, I don't know. Somebody had called me to ask me how did I get in contact with this celebrity, and he needed to talk to him because he wants him on his show as well. So I was like, okay, but it would have to be after I am done with mine. So when I was sharing, you know, the flyer and stuff for some reason, I don't know what happened. I got blocked by Facebook. I got a message stating that I'm blocked from sharing my post in different groups till Monday. You can believe that? We are so hateful. We are so, so hateful. So I was like, really? What did I do? You know, we can be this hateful. I haven't done anything to you. We are all Liberians, and you know, if you want something, when I tell you, well, yes, I will do it, but it have to be after a certain time, and then you don't want to accept that. It should be after a certain time. You go and report me to Facebook. So tell Facebook what? That's just been petty, though. That's just been really, really petty, you know. But life still goes on. Life still goes on. So, hello, Mr. Connie partner. What's up? How you doing?
Well, I'm pretty well, just making my way to go and do the people's job.
Yes, I know you are. I know you are. I know you are. Yes, I just been waiting for everybody. People's running late today. I don't know, like your time. What you be doing, like you're on Sundays?
You know, Sunday is kind of free. Some may say basic day for family. It's family day. Yeah,
It's a quiet day. It's a quiet day. A very quiet day, though, isn't
yeah.
it?
So if you
Yeah.
don't have the time to spend with the family during the course of the week or the weekend, that's Saturday, Friday, Saturday, you can make it
Mhm.
up for Sunday. But guess what? Some of us, it's just kind of hard for us because day in, day out, we are working.
Hello, my girlfriend. Hi, Mr. Clark. How are you?
I'm good.
And partner, man, good to have you on. It's always a pleasure being with you on, sharing a platform with you.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you.
And Mr. Clark, welcome and thank you for being a part of this. And I want you to know we appreciate you. So, welcome, and we here. So we you know, we what you guys think about this celebrity we're about to talk about or to bring him on screen to talk? You know, what you guys know about him? For me, I don't know much, you know, but he reached out to me and it was to communicate. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I'm getting you. For me, I'm getting you.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
All right, but what you guys think about him?
Chira Konani
What
is.
you?
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Uh huh. Chira Konani is one of Liberia's best. He's one of the founding members of the Liberian songs that we now enjoy called hip hop.
Mhm.
Wow. Shela Coolnanee came to the game and brought flavor to the game. He has his own style. And one thing I admire of him, with all of the music business, some people get involved with music or some artwork and forget about school business. But he is an earner of a degree. He graduated from Continental University. He's a smart guy. That's one of the things I admire of him. Shela Coolnanee is not one person who's just passing around, but he's a career person apart from music. So far so good for now. That's what I can say about Shela Coolnanee.
And my girlfriend, anything you got to say about him as well?
Okay, first of all, I'd like to be grateful for being a part of this platform, this unique platform. It's so amazing how you would talk about a Liberian artist here on the international stage, because this is going live via the internet. So I want to believe that I have many people who are viewing from around the world. So Chida Coolnanee basically is one of Liberia's best. I must confess, he's one of Liberia's best when it comes to producing quality music. His rap style is extraordinary. It's very unique, and the manner and form in which he writes his music, because like Divan said, he's not just an ordinary musician. He's well educated. He has managed to obtain a certified degree from the Cottington University. So based on that, his music and the way he read his songs, you can actually sense some level of you can actually sense some level of high education in his music. But Chida Coolnanee of recent did a lot of good songs. For the past 3 to 4 years. Through his effort, it brought up some Liberian artists who today are wrecking the stage, the stage in Liberia. And Chida Coolnanee is also a humble person, because we have had a lot of interaction. He's very humble. He's had his own rap star, and so far so good. Any other thing we will add about my own experience with him, what I know of him is what I just mentioned. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. But let me tell you guys something amazing, right? When I tell you that Facebook blocked me for sharing live, you guys would believe it. I don't know for what reason, but I was saying it on the live earlier. You know how I was sharing the flyers in different groups, and then this one guy decided, can some microphone, can you mute your microphone?
Okay, let me do.
Okay, can you guys hear me now? Yes. So then when I try to share this guy, one guy called me. He has a platform on Facebook, and my husband was like, I don't have to bother calling his name because you guys know me. I like to rebuke. I like to, because open rebuke is really better than secret love. So I really like to rebuke people openly. So he called me and asked me. He said, "Oh, how did you get in contact with him? I've been trying to get him. I really love to have him on my platform." So I said, "Okay, that wouldn't be a problem because why should I be selfish? Because I'm in contact with an artist or somebody popular." I said, "Okay, I will, but I wouldn't be able to let you get in contact with him till after my interview with him, you know, so you'll be able to get in contact with him." And he went kind of cold on me when I said that. He went kind of cold. After a couple of hours, when I tried to share, Facebook blocked me. So I'm like, why? Facebook telling me, but I cannot share in any group till Monday.
He reported you.
Till Monday. What did I do for him? What did I
He
do for him?
reported you.
But I didn't share nothing vocal. I didn't share nothing inappropriate. I just told him as a person, it could be me coming to you, Rufus. Like me and you will communicate and come and tell you, Rufus, this is oh no, partner won't be able. It won't happen till so and so, right? So why can we be so evil? Why can we be so selfish? So now, people, please, y'all share the post in your different groups and with your friends. Y'all invite your friends because I can do none of that. I cannot do none of that because I have been blocked. And listen, I have been blocked till Monday. I've been blocked till Monday. So, that's how it is. So,
That's
you
Liberian
know,
for us.
that's Liberians for us. We don't want to see each other happy and we don't want to see things going right for us. I don't know why we do that, but I beg them, man, can you tell them to count me out? Can you tell them to count me up because I'm really not part of everything that goes around here when it comes to drama and stuff like that. So people were gonna have Chilla Bonani on. I'm just waiting for him to respond because he's supposed to be coming on. I'm calling him, but it seems as though he's not answering. I'm not getting through to him, so we'll wait. And I know he will definitely get to us. Will surely get to us. So and then we're gonna have another person. I think I would just have to bring him in, and his name is Edward Soiree. Edward Soiree is a humanitarian. He runs a humanitarian organization in Liberia, and I have decided that this month and next month we should do a lot of promotion and recognition because I think October and November is Thanksgiving. When I see people on Facebook doing a lot of different things, I get upset, bringing people down, tearing people apart. I get really upset and grieving my spirit because you see, there are a lot of good things we got to do for our people in Liberia, Divine. There are a lot of things that need to be done for our people in Liberia. And there are a lot of people who are doing marvelous things in Liberia as well. There are a lot of people who are doing great things in Liberia, and then we don't know about it, and we need to bring them out there. Divine, you know what both of us do. You know who we do it for. Not everybody comes out to talk about it. Not everybody comes out to say, "Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that." Let me tell you, I was on a show one time, and a girl asked a question, was talking about something about Liberia, and I said something. This boy went under my post. It's like you were just setting for me. What have you done in Liberia? What have you done for your people in Liberia? I just smiled. So what I did, I shared the organization page with him. And he never came back at least to respond to me to say, "Oh, I know what's going on." Sometimes people can just be hateful, Divine. People can just be hateful. The last time you was on live talking about this whole politics thing, we might not make enemy for ourselves. And that was a plus because a lot of people make enemy for themselves. It's like you don't have a saying. It's like whatever you say should be the final. Whatever people say should be the final. If you come and bring out a suggestion or say something, it should be a bomb across the board. You don't have right to your views. You don't have rights to nothing. At the end of the day, you make enemy for yourself. You don't know where you meet the person here tomorrow. And we as human, we have to be very honest and very submissive in any way we can. I can always tell people about you and myself, Divine. When I telling people you can be, I was telling somebody, the person was just laughing, saying, "You know that you and Divine are your small thing." Divine are your small thing. So let me try and see if I can get to Edward Soiree, and if he's ready to come on, he can. If not, so we can just play some music and wait till our celebrity gets ready to come on to talk to us. And I hope we are all ready. you know. So I would just do what play a little scoop of his music so they know what's up and what this is all about. Okay, guys. So why get prepared to get to soiree?
Yo, Triple J, Lil J. Yo, Triple J, Lil J. Yo, Triple J, Lil J.
Red Eyes Entertainment.
Yo, Triple J, Lil J. You already know. C to the O.
It's your boy Stunner, baby.
Yeah, I gotta speak Spanish for the game that I'm handling. I'm a pro, you're my summer by Coolnanee. Coolnanee, your belly leave my nanny. Or as I coming back, all of your teeny. I'm the one you always wanna be with. You neglect the practices all of our came and grew with. Me, I'm more than that energy. Me, I'm hotter than that bread in the bakery. The new century, shout out to all my enemies. Thank God I made it off that book in cemetery. Holy Mary, just pray for not BA. Rest in peace, Floyd, that knees on my neck, yeah. I'm the sensei, most of them are belly wappy. I'm the best thing, most of them are nothing. I quit getting high, but me, I still high. I'm higher than the dude there who's still getting high. It's obvious I shine, you can stop side like me. If I fall, I got peeps like the bonnet well seen. I'm super glue, you starch from that fufu. I'm just like a Sophia, that you be my muku. I'm doodoo, my haters then I poo poo. She not Cairo, but I chunk it in her yuzu. It's not my taboo, but I'm addicted to good food. She love me to the point, she gotta say boo boo.
You said in your words, if I trust and believe, I will not be put to shame. There were times that I fell down on my knees. You came and you rescued me. Lord, I thank you for today and for yesterday and the blessing that's on the way. Sometimes you got to fall just to rise again. When I pray, you are always here. And I pray, I pray, I pray. I pray, I pray, I pray. I pray, I pray, I pray. I pray, I pray, I pray.
Only God make me big boy, I can bluff now. Respect to all of y'all who understood my pain now. So many problems, I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. People say it's sweet for me, but hey, you read? This apologies in me, so I forced to sneeze. Thanks to my mom for the prayer she did for me. All I hold it did for me, I joined over it. All I tried to set for me, God now this matter it. Jesus got my back, yeah, you can stop my shine. I'm still wearing the Jordans with a knock sign. I own the Ford on my back, never on my face. I'm still hopeful, blessings is on the way.
Said in your words, if I trust and believe, I will not be put to shame. There were times that I fell down on my knees. You came and you rescued me. Lord, I thank you for today and for yesterday and the blessing that's on the way. Sometimes you got to fall just to rise again. When I pray, you are always here. And I pray, I pray, I pray. I pray, I pray, I pray. I pray, I pray, I pray. I pray, I pray, I pray.
It's Lil J on
You know.
There are a lot of good things we got to do from people ain't like.
Speak, Mugo. You are good. Speak, speak. Let's get all of the sounds corrected. Apparently, you muted yourself. Apparently, you muted yourself.
Yo, Triple J, Lil J, you already know. C to the O. Yo.
So all the people already joining.
I don't hear nobody.
What's up, my man? What's up?
What's up, bro?
That's super, my man.
I'm sorry for being late.
That's it. That's what's up, bro.
Okay. So I'm here.
Yeah. Let Mugu get set up. Then we'll begin the interview.
All right, so I should just stay right here, right?
Yeah, with me where you are. Get posted. Mugu, you have to bring yourself upstage now. You're still in the back. You have the master. You control every one of us on this software. So go back and click to your own picture. Go back and click to your own video, Mugu.
That's a nice platform. Yeah.
Mugu, click back on your own picture. Your own video, click back on your own video. You'll come out studio.
No, we got I wish you can travel. That's your start.
There you are. Unmute your mic. Mugu, unmute your mic.
Every dress,
We're still not getting you, Mugu. I'm getting Chela Coolnanee. I'm getting Godfrey. Mark. Godfrey.
I'm here.
Okay, Mugu, the problem is from you.
Okay, you getting me now, right?
Yeah, we getting you. Okay, we getting you.
Okay, well, I think the problem was with the headphones. So let me get the headphone off.
Better.
Hello.
You.
All right. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still learning this thing here. All the experts, y'all gotta teach me, okay? So now we got our celebrity, but we lost Mr. Soiree actually.
You can go back on.
Okay,
you can go back on.
Anthony, you watching? I'm gonna go back for you. If you can just come back on with the request.
You want to see? I get.
Coolnanee Jr.
Hey, my cousin, we love y'all. Y'all ready? We got
So
y'all,
we got
okay?
Mr. Bonani's on the phone and we'll wait when Anthony come. I will just add him on. So welcome, my dear. How are you? Can you hear me?
We getting you, Muku.
No,
I can
Bonani
hear
is not
y'all.
hearing me.
Y'all
I'm
so
not
pretty.
hearing him.
I can hear y'all. I can hear you, mommy. I got you.
I'm getting him. I'm getting you. I'm getting everyone else.
But I'm not hearing him though.
Because you do not have an earpiece.
I got you, mommy. I love you. Looking so beautiful.
Can you hear me now?
Still hearing you, Muku. We still hearing you.
Bonani, please say something. Let me hear you.
Mommy, you look so beautiful.
Coolnanee said you look so beautiful, Muku.
As always.
But without a mirror, I can hear them and say shit. The man.
My girlfriend.
What they mean, they red hot.
My girlfriend.
Say something, you boy. I said thing hot and round. Say something.
Hey, what?
Yeah, they can go.
What's up, chill? What's up, chill? Coolnanee? What's good?
What's up? What's up? Okay, I got you. I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
Muku, what happened to you?
Wait.
Muku, always Muku, always watch out for the microphones. Watch out for the microphones. When they are up, you put them back on.
Sorry,
I guess you up.
Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah, you can see, man. You can see the rain from the house here.
Muku, you can mute Mr. Sorry Mark. Say he's not ready yet. Oh. But Muku, what's up, you know? Mugu, what's up with you?
No, you and I will stay off the car, okay? I'm about to have an interview. Yeah, because you were this time. Alright. I got my two children here. How much give me at?
Mugu, what's up with you now?
But we are in a prayer. We won't go there, boy. We in America can't be on ghost.
Reverse County, you just laughing at the Oma. You're confusing Oma.
So, Vic, can everybody hear me?
I'm getting you, Mr. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm getting you back, man.
Vic,
I can hear everybody now.
She's good now.
Muku, you sound faint. You're very low.
Because I got off the headphones for some reason, it kept muting me.
Oh, okay. But you sound good now.
So I had to take the microphone. Can you guys hear me on the microphone?
Yeah.
But you have to amplify your voice a bit. Amplify your voice, Muku. Amplify your voice.
Okay. Sorry, you should have been here. Sorry to do this. I don't.
Yeah, we'll do a tutorial after the program. I will find time to reach out to you.
Okay, let us go. Okay, everybody.
Yeah. Don't let her come in.
What is that,
Mugu? Coolnanee, can you hear me?
I can hear you, mommy.
Okay, I got you. So now, let us do this. Everybody, let's mute our own microphone.
You have the master.
Mr. Suarez, you can remain open because, you know, to elaborate on your project and things like that.
Mugu, you got a master. The master, so you can mute anybody. You have the master. Look at everyone picture there. The microphone is beneath the picture, so you can go and mute it.
Yeah, my girlfriend is already mute.
No, mute. Almost okay. I'm mute.
All right, just mute Chena Bonani. And Divine, you are mute too. So, Mr. Suare, you the only one that's not mute
Yeah,
right now. So,
yeah,
Mr. Suare, you can go ahead. I did tell them about, things that we Liberians are doing in Liberia that people don't know. And
yeah,
this is the time that we'll be able to put the words out there and make sure that people know and tag along with us in doing better things for Liberia, like both of us discussed. There are a lot of people in Liberia that needs us. And there are a lot of good things we can do for our nation other than sitting on live and talking about politics and bringing segregation among people.
yeah.
And this platform is to build relationships, to promote, to protect, and everything, but not to. My partner can say vol politics. There's no politics. There's no shaking tables. And I tell people if I have to shake tables to get the views, then so shall it be. We will not get the views. Guess what's going to happen? The one or two people that will listen to us, they will relate or reiterate whatever you know that has been said on this platform. So, Mr. Soare, I give it up to you. Mr. Divine is my partner in every way, besides the other way people can think about. When I talk about every way, he's my partner in this whole thing, And my girlfriend and I started this together, and he definitely is still on the team. But sometimes when people misbehave, the CEO can suspend them. So I have lifted his suspension. So we welcome my girlfriend back to the Let's Talk About It with Moko and Divine. When I first started this thing, he was one of the first person. So
Uh,
Mr. Divine is my host.
My girlfriend, welcome back. Welcome back, my girlfriend, for your suspension.
So his sanction has been lifted. So, Mr. Soare has been a wonderful person with the slideshow and everything. And any question that I need when Divine's not available, I call Soare and he's always there. And Soare is married to my niece too as well. So he's my son-in-law. So, Mr. Soare, I give you the floor and I can assure you with my girlfriend Divine, even Chile Bonanis, who's in Liberia now, everybody that comes and sit on this platform is blessed. So once you
amen.
sit on this platform, you are part of Let's Talk About It with Muku and Divine, the
Amen.
show and the humanitarian organization that we runs. So, and Divine, my girlfriend, and everybody in Chile, we can assure you that we will create a movement, and whatever that you are doing for our people and our nation, it will go worldwide, and that support, we will make sure we get that support and we'll do it together. So the platform is yours.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thanks to Vic and the team there. And also I want to say hi to our superstar, Chila Kunani. I like the name, Chila Kunani.
Before you go further, Mr. Sorry.
Yeah.
So when you use, we were putting a simple like when you use to that fake name, just say Muku Muku, we will know.
Okay, Muku.
Please carry my stage name, man. To make actually Panani, carry my stage name, Muku 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 in the house.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. I want to say thanks to Muku, but it's an honor to be on this platform. You guys are doing extremely well to get information out to people. You'd be surprised how many people sitting out there that need to hear things, and they don't just know where to go. So we need more platforms like this to be able to disseminate information to our people, because most of our people don't like to read, but they like to listen. So such a platform is a very good medium to get information out. My organization is Fastwell International Charity. We have been in existence since 2008. And when I started this organization in 2008, it was on a slow pace, because I was trying to get people on board, reliable people who love to do humanitarian work, not just people who will come on board and then say, oh, look, you know what, this thing is not this, I have to do something else. We wanted people with the passion to serve humanity whether you're doing it for pay or whether you're doing it voluntarily. But once you have the passion to serve humanity, I work with you. So my wife and I told my wife that there are a lot of people struggling in Liberia. At this time, I don't have to work for government before I do things to positively impact the lives of my people. So why don't we get together again and start working on projects in Liberia? This was like 2 years ago. And then she said, "Oh yeah, that's fine, sweetheart. Let's get on board." And then we started to help kids with scholarship in Liberia. Started with one or two and three, and the numbers kept going up. So we work with some kids. We've been working with some people even at the University of Liberia. Some of my personal friends from Lamco Yekepa, some from BWR. There are people who we help in the background, and we did not come public to let people know that we were helping them. My wife and I, we have a very long list like this, and we have this list here. We help so many people because you know why? We believe that whatever you accumulate on earth today, you are not going to take any grave for you. It's going to stay right here. So why don't share it? That's why the book of Deuteronomy 15:11 says, there will always be poor people in the land. So I have commended you to always go out there and help the needy. So that's where we got our inspiration from. And today, Fastway International Charity has been working with the blind, the crippled, the elderly. On August 24th this year, we had a Senior Citizens Day program at the United Methodist School on 12th Street, and we brought together 250 senior citizens, first of its kind. We brought them together. We had a very big program, and DC TV was live, and we gave them information about the mission of Fastway, because the purpose of Fastway is to be able to go out there and help people who are really struggling. Our organization is different because we go to those who really need those things that we have. We go into the favorite communities. I have 12 volunteers in Liberia, and my executive director is Mr. Joseph Ezzy in Liberia, the country director. And he has been doing an awesome job going from community to community, helping people. So we have helped the blind. We have been distributing rice. We distributed rice last year, December, for the less fortunate. And then we also did another distribution. I think it was in March. And then before we had the Senior Citizens Program. So on December 22nd, the last Saturday before Christmas, we are going to be having the children's Christmas party. We are bringing together 250 kids along with 150 parents. We want to bring smile back to the children. I remember my days in Lamco Yekepa when our parents used to, give us what Christmas really means. And because my wife and I, we sat down and we said that, most of the children have not really enjoyed Christmas since the Civil War. So why not get together and bring them all in one place and give them those gifts that will make them to sit and say, yes, Christmas is ready. They're like the song this guy made, Normal Days, the comedian, going back to normal days. We want to bring that smile back to the kids. So that's where we are right now. We also have a 40-foot container of food, clothes, adult diapers, canes for the blind, wheelchairs. We're supposed to ship the container hopefully in February or March. So we also have a fundraising event on September 26th. It's going to be via Zoom, and we have a lot of people who we are anticipating to be in attendance. We want to ship this container and give it out to the less fortunate in Liberia. That's where we are. That's what we believe in at Fastway International Charity. We don't have to be in government to help people. We think that by sitting out there and going out there to get the necessary resources and use it for our people, It's the best way to do it. Thank you. Mugu?
That's a fun one, necessary. We appreciate let Mugu go backstage again.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a fun one. We actually appreciate your efforts, you know. These are things that we look forward to seeing in our community, most especially our country at large, because you understand that politics is taking us apart than bringing us together. Seriously. Right now, you have politicians, their own interests, and afterwards, when they have gotten the power that is inherent in the people, when that power, the amount of authority is actually given them, they don't look in the direction of those people that they are now acting. That's why I told somebody, those politicians are now acting like they are down to earth, they are humble, but let them get the power that they need. You get the worst side of them. So if a politician is not building road or taking food to the communities, wait after he or she is elected or not elected. When they continue to do that, then you know that person is real. That's why you often hear people say, a man is not humble when he doesn't have. When a man have all that he needs and still be in that humble state, that man is humble.
Yes.
But when he doesn't have, he will definitely come down to your level because he wants to achieve something. So that's how our politicians are. They are going to the communities now. They are going to the slum communities, acting that they are eating and dining and whining with the people. But after they have gotten the power from the people, they turn their back.
Yeah.
So we must appreciate you in as much you do not have that ambition, but because right now with the humanitarian, as soon as we start to do things, people say, a lot of one be on a lawmaker or they want to be on a government official. The politicians are now using the humanitarian fee to get what they want. Oh yes, they are using the humanitarian fee to get what they want. So all of humanitarians, you should come out clear and state emphatically that your work, your humanitarian work has no attachment to whatever ambition, political ambition others may have had that came through the medium of humanitarian work. Because most of them we know them. Most of them we know them, my brother. They all acting like
Yep, you are certainly right. You know, a couple of people have talked to me. Are you getting me?
Yeah, we're getting you.
Yeah. A couple of people called me from Liberia. Some of my childhood friends, some friends who went to the Booker Washington Institute and University of Liberia. I mean, do you have any political ambition? I was like, no, I am a humanitarian. My wife and I, we believe in helping people. I'm a Christian. I believe that Christ has called us to help a lot of people. I don't have to have a church before I help people. You know, my heart bleeds when I see little kids in the streets of Monrovia. They don't have anything. I was in Liberia in 2011 and 2014. I took my kids in 2011 because I wanted them to see my daughter was 4 and my son was 2. We went to Liberia, and it was heartbreaking when we Johnson Street Bridge, over the bridge there and other places in Liberia, you see kids, you know, and it just broke my heart. And I think there's so much that Liberians in the diaspora can do individually or collectively. We can be able to change things, to help people to change their lives and get them that standard of living and help them to get to the next level. You see? And one thing I didn't say here in the beginning, we already have 3 lots that we purchased. My wife and I, we are thinking about putting down a structure there, a school. I mean, that we be able to, that will be free for kids, and we are looking for people to help us to achieve that, objective. And I think it's going to be a good thing to get kids from the street, bring them in one place, they go to school, and they have to come back, they have somewhere to sleep, and we train them until they can go to college. That's how that's exactly where we want to go, you see. So yeah, I miss that in Liberia, the horn. I like that. Okay. Yeah, so Vic, that's where we are. And we are just calling on people who are watching. If you are in the United States, our website is falswar.org. It's FALSWAR. And if it is so difficult for you, it's just my name is Anthony Falasware. So the first 3 letters of my middle name and the first 4 letters of my last name, Faswar International Charity. So you can just go to faswar.org, check our website, and we also have a YouTube page. If you just tap Faswar International Charity, it's going to take you to our YouTube page. You will see all the videos of what we have been doing in Liberia.
Yes,
That's
we lost
awesome.
our. Go ahead, Rufus.
Yeah, I said that's awesome. Actually, I'm actually happy for him that he's looking in that direction, so to speak, because in Liberia here, people use the humanitarian fee to get the personal aim and objective to where they want to get it. So you coming up as a Liberian and doing what you are doing without political ambition, I must give you the round of applause, because it's so difficult. Most especially, you are a family man, and your family need all that you can acquire so that they live a better life. But you deny certain rights of your family just to meet up with your humanitarian gesture or your goodwill to people, because the Bible regularly said, the freedom you give, the freedom you shall receive. So you giving back to society, you giving back to society is welcoming. I must commend you for that, and I look forward to other Liberians, because one thing that we fail to understand in this country, most especially around the world, wherever Liberians are, the issue of bringing us Liberians down is the foremost thing that we keep at the back of our mind and we implement, then doing those positive things. Right now, you're trying your best. The next thing somebody will be on the other side, he got some kind of political ambition now. They're not looking at you making the sacrifices.
I know.
They're not looking at you denying your family from certain rights and privileges. Just to meet up with the humanitarian gesture for the people that are in need. We have hospital. Can you imagine? It will burn. It pains a lot to see those politicians that are now seeking state power. They will travel to other countries, right? They will travel to other countries. They see the good things. But guess what? When they come back, they don't come back with any good motive, but to exploit the country and go back and live that luxurious life. Most of them that are even holding state power, their children are not even in Liberia. That's why you see the people die on a daily basis, most especially our mothers. The infant mortality rate in Liberia is high. Can you imagine? A friend of mine told me that he brought investors in the country. They wanted to actually invest in hospital health facility. One of our top government officials said before the group see the president, they must find something. And right now, the people they deny the people the right. So right now, the people building that hospital, 200 bedrooms hospital in Sierra Leone, right next door. Deny Liberians of that privilege to have the only thing that people need that they go ahead and certain leverage given them so that they bring in the equipment and other things. They needed to lease the land by the airport here. There's a town behind the airport there. They only needed the land. Government gave me the land for this X amount of years. Afterwards, X, Y, and Z. We will build our own electricity stuff. Our
Wow.
workers will be right on the compound. When your time is up, you can go back and maneuver wherever you come from to go and see your family. But one politician, because of his pocket, thousands of Liberians lost that opportunity. How selfish they are. You see, don't you? I'm telling you, my brother.
I mean, what you're saying is true, and it's so sad to see people who have traveled to the Western world. You come here, you see all the good things that are here, and you see this great nation, this nation like America. America is a great nation. Yes, America is a great nation because what? People from this country have a heart of giving, and people want to see the good for their people here. You see, we have one of our representatives in Liberia that went from hospital to hospital. Take for example, Redemption Hospital. She went there. Somebody gave birth. No diapers for the baby. Even sanitary pads for the women is not there. That's why we have almost 3-4 big boxes of pads and other things. We have a sanitary project so that people can get roll on, they can get all the things that ladies need. You see, our people are struggling so much, and there's just so much to be done. All we need is for people around the world, wherever you are, just chip in. If it is $25, $10, $15, just chip in something so we can be able to help other people. As I was speaking to you I just received a donation of $200 from 2 people, after they saw our video online and they decided to donate. The money you send us is going to go directly to the people that are in need. 2 weeks ago, there were 2 ladies. We saw their videos on DCTV in Kakatan. Blind people. The daughter has to go to dig sand to sell sand before her mother will get food to eat. And the daughter said she needed $100 on the video. So I need $100 to help me to start a little business. First one reached out to her quickly with 5 gallons of oil, with rice, and we gave her the $100. She was shocked in Kakata. This is what we want to do. We are fighting so hard to get the organization even under the United Nations so that we can be able to spread our tentacles to other parts of Liberia and be able to help more people. So you guys who are in the media, we are calling on you to spread the word about our organization. Spread the word. We mean well for our people, and we think that if we all work together, we will help fight poverty. We will get kids in school. Girls who are being raped will not be raped because they will have a place to stay and be safe and go to school.
That is awesome. That is awesome. We lost 2 of our guests, but they will be back. The network is so horrible in Liberia, y'all.
That's so bad. My one are just fighting it.
The network is so bad in Liberia. I'm telling you, every time he tries to get back on, it goes off. Every time he tries to get back on, it goes off.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, I hope somebody the way they not report me already. I hope they're trying to stop my show. Anthony, did you hear that? They reported me, so Facebook blocked me. I can't share my videos till Monday.
Oh, why?
I don't know.
Well,
the man said, say you can't get Coolnanee. So
the man asked me, a guy asked me after he saw the promotional flyer. He called me and asked me, he said, oh, I've been trying to already get that artist. How did you get in contact with him? I said, okay, but let's do this. After my show on Sunday, I will give his contact and I will let him know to contact you. Because honestly, it's not about me on this platform. Let me be very honest to everybody. It's not about me, it's about our people.
Yeah.
It's about our people. You will be amazed to know the kind of inboxes I get from Nairobi, Kenya, from Nigeria, from Sierra Leone, and the Ivory
Yeah.
Coast in Ghana. I got people, Divine, when we used to air the show, people from all over will listen. People have problems. They will come, they will inbox, want to be counsel, marriage, and stuff like that. So it's not about me.
It's
So
about the
I
people.
not
Yeah.
want to be selfish like any other person to say, oh, I ask, because he's a celebrity in Liberia, one of the renowned celebrity with the situation and problem he has been going through. Everybody wants to interview him. Some people for a good reason.
Yeah.
Some if they want to be selfish for a selfish reason. So I told the man, I said, okay, I will give you his contact and let him know that, and I even offered that I will help to, do the promotion for his stuff. I said, but I cannot give him his contact till after my interview with him. And that's fair enough, right, Divine? That is fair. Because I even told him, I said to him, I said, okay, you have reached out to me. You cannot be in contact with nobody to interview you till after Sunday. Which, of course, he agreed. So after a couple of hours, I went to go share the flyer. Facebook sent me a message. They sent me a message. They say you cannot post no video till Sunday. You cannot share no video in no group. Usually we share our videos in the different groups. Okay, Mr. Coolnanee is trying to get on now. He's on. Let me add him.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm back. I'm
So
sorry.
you know how people try to share. So after that, Facebook inboxed me and told me, say, I cannot share no video in no public groups till Monday. Just imagine till after my show on Sunday, Monday.
Wow.
That's why they did. But I'm not worried about it. I'm not deterred about it. When what God has for you is for you. And when God call you to a ministry to do something, this is a ministry. Being a humanitarian, divine, and Anthony, being a humanitarian is a calling by God. Let me be very honest. Let Divine there. Only 1 or 2 times we decided to do a GoFundMe. And I'm the kind of person, I don't like to beg too much. And secondly, I want to urge you, Anthony, to not limit your organization to only us Liberians. Let me be very honest. To not limit your business to only us Liberians. No, because they will bring you up and then they will let you down at the end of it. You see, so when I tell you being a humanitarian is a calling, my husband here, my kids here, Divine is my witness. When we got a project, when Divine send me some information and I want to work towards it, that's what I do. I work 16 hours. Because you know what? There will be a time God will make a way for me when there is no way. And I tell people everything that I do, Divine, I'm not doing it for myself. I'm not doing it for myself because he called us. So who he called, he justified. So now we have our Mr. Coolnanee on the platform right now. So we're gonna start. And Divine, I asked him a question. I said, do you mind or do you have a specific question that you would like for us to ask you? With proud, he said to me, you can ask me anything.
Sure, anything.
He said, you can ask me anything. That's why he said anything. So Divine, I don't know if you want to start because I'm ready to ask this boy a lot of questions here. So before we start, Mr. Michaels T. What's the last name? Michaels T. Bennett. Okay. I got a little biography about you, but since you're on now, you can go ahead and tell us everything about introduce yourself, who you are and stuff like that. Because all right, just describe yourself. Tell us who you are and how will you describe yourself as a musician,
Like you telling me to describe myself, you already seen me, you already know my description.
No, when I said describe subscribe yourself.
Introduce yourself, Chela. Introduce yourself.
You see
No, I
my,
think he
my
should
daughter.
introduce
You
himself and
see,
describe
yeah,
himself
so
as
y'all
a
already know my
musician.
description. So how do I introduce myself again?
Excuse me, Vic,
Yeah.
Buku and Chiller. Can I
Yeah.
just get out and listen to the show now?
Yes, you can. And please share, okay, Anthony? You
If
can
I will
share.
reach out to you, man. I'll reach out to you guys. Thanks so much.
You
I'm
can
using
share,
Okay.
a
Anthony.
see, I'm using a laptop. I was in the car, that's why I went off China. So reach to the house. This is Liberia, not America. I get calling whole day. So now I just plug the laptop in. And all right, to introduce myself, I'm Chela Coolnanee, Marcus Bena. What more can I say? I don't even know.
The father of two.
No,
The father,
three.
three. You see my tattoo on my hand? On my kids, I tattooed them on my hand. All right, so I'm a Liberian. I don't even know what to say. I think I know about me more. Honestly, I don't know.
The people
So
want to hear from the horse's mouth.
okay, so I'm not married. I'm single. I'm looking for a wife.
Oh no! Oh, Chela Coolnanee. The guy coming have problem with you now.
And they got
We don't want.
They
The guy
got
watching. We don't want to get have problem with you. Please, you looking for wife? You already got somebody. We're not looking for the wedding to put the wedding together. Like,
But they get
All right.
set on Facebook watching.
Okay, I'm from Bonkande. I'm so proud to be a parent, man. All right. I'm a graduate of Cottington University. I got my first degree in economics. All right, from Cottington, 2010. Um, I'm a Single native, and I still don't believe what I want to say. I don't even know. I think normally I say you already know, so you already know. Yeah.
Don't bring that nini. My nini.
So,
For you, Chela, what motivated you to be an artist? Where did you come up? Because I heard you need to be a good basketball player. You
yeah,
play basketball well, and I just wanted to know what motivated you to be an artist.
like a kid. Yeah, being a artist is something I think is God chose some stuff for me. Actually, I went to school to be a businessman. I used to be a banker. I used to work at a bank. I used to be a loan officer when I first graduated. But being a musician is something that I think is just natural. I don't even make money off it, and I'm still doing it. All right. So it's something that I think from God. It's just a talent God gave me. When I used to play basketball, I was a good player. I think your husband was also a basketball coach. He know me from the YMCA. All right. So that was not really my calling thing. My calling is the music part. But for Liberia, we do music to the point that I'm supposed to be rich of music right now, but I'm still broke of music. All right, and I do it for the passion. All right,
Yeah.
honestly.
So, Divan, before you come in, let me ask Mr. Ponanis this question, okay? Um, okay, what was your influence? We know that you came into a tough time lately, wherein people talk, and we had to come together as family. For those who know about building relationship, whatever, we have to come out as a family. And one of our brothers was really generous enough to come out and say, listen, this is what's going on with this dude. We as Liberian, the diasporas that sit in the position to do this, let's do it for him. So what was the reason? We all go through tough times, and there are sometimes things that we go through, different situations, depression, we handle it different ways. So, but you know, we knew you went through some tough times. So, what was really going on with you? Is that a possibility for you to tell us what was really going on
Yeah,
with
sure.
you that led to all those different
Yeah,
distractions? Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well, actually, I felt so disappointed for the level of effort I put into like bro music. I felt so disappointed. You know, out here what we get who they shout out. You wanna get shout out. Oh Coolnanee, Coolnanee, hey, shout out, I'll stop. You wouldn't get nothing of it. All right, so I was in the studio that day. I felt so disappointed about the level of effort I've put into this act. All right, and to even pay my own way to go home, to even buy gas for my car. I even sold my car the other time. Sometimes we be to the garage all the time. I was so disappointed. All right. And honestly, I want to tell you again, and I want to tell you to work for free. I'm so disappointed in my brain eyes. All right. It don't pay. They only pay politicians and stuff. Imagine a couple of politicians around here who not even worth being politicians get the money off the whole thing. We put in more eye, we put in more work. Like they don't forget about even being a musician. Look at football players, basketball players. I know a couple of people who play good football around here and think they don't have nothing. Imagine they will have politicians who don't even know politics getting rich around here for it. Okay, I felt so disappointed. All right, so when I put up that video, I was actually talking for not only me, I was talking for all of us. I know a couple of my other friends that felt like that. You know, after a while, you know, a couple of them called me and were like, yeah, this is why we wanted to talk. But we're scared, you know, we're not brave enough. You know, like I got like Jesus Christ. I was like putting myself on the cross for them, you know what I mean? But trust me, mommy, a lot of them feel like how I felt. But ashamed to come up and say it. Actually, I'm not suffering to that point, but I was just talking for the benefit of them. If you see how much, if you really here, if you see how much we suffer around here, for the level of effort we put in, for the level of creativity, for the level, I think we're smarter than politicians for us to be broke. You know what I mean? Politicians create so much problem even, and we creating good livelihood, and we're not even getting rack off it. All right, I felt so bad. I felt very bad. If you see in the video, I was my wife's behavior that day. All right, I felt so bad. To be frank with you, we deserve more. And in this interview right now, I'm calling on the government of Liberia to look at talent, to look at even the president we are is even doing music. In fact, I need him to know that what he's doing, he need to share the glory with us. All right. Okay, so I think he need to put some time to us and stop looking at politicians and all of that. For me, I can make it on my I can handle things anyway, but there are plenty of artists here that is suffering bad way on. It's suffering bad way, but ain't got a brave man to talk like I'm talking, okay? Like what I did on the interview. So I was just my cup was full. That's why I did that. Yeah. And I did it for all of us. I did it for all of us. I did it for a couple of others. Imagine a couple of others here who, even in the morning, for them to even get that little start of food, they don't have it. But the whole country listening to that music, okay, making them think there's some big stars and stuff. It's too hurting. I feel so hurt about it. All right, I feel so hurt. I was just being Jesus Christ, but I can make it on my own though. But that's what's up. And I still want to say the same thing here live with you right now. I want to tell the artists we're suffering. Not just music. Even football player. They gonna begin they all can play football more than men who play in the league in Europe. All right? And even our president was somebody who even played there. I need him to push all this stuff like that. And start looking at politicians because I notice even the politicians around, they don't even want being politicians. Okay? Because they talk, if you listen to somebody talk, they don't even, there are people who just want the power and move on. So honestly, I feel so disappointed, and I'm talking for my brothers and my sister. All right, at this point.
So, you know, one, I first heard you sing, first heard your music. It was with CIC shout out,
Yeah,
and I was listening to all those little colloquy and Liberian slang, and
yeah.
that's when I started to fall in love with Liberian music more. To be very honest, I never used to listen to Liberian music. I remember years back wherein we used to order CDs and pay for the CDs before we started getting into all these, networking, internet, and stuff like that. So, and then I was like, oh, he can sing and stuff like that, but a lot of time people started going around and talking stuff. You was just saying you was disappointed in the Liberian government. You were disappointed in the entertainment industry and all of that. Was it the cause for you to be mute for a while? Because you stepped aside for a while. We have not seen you. There were nothing coming out.
Mom, I was never mute. I was just being critical. Okay, I was never mute. I got a couple of work. I got plenty of songs. If you go to my YouTube page, why would I just be doing things for free? Okay, so at times all my stuff go to a monetary. I'm tired of being broke. Honestly, I'm tired of being broke. So I can't just be serving people for free. Okay,
Yeah.
so I was my like my music mine can never finish. Okay, I can make a million songs, but sometimes I get critical and strategic. So I will hold up and be watching and see. I was never mute. But in Liberia, yeah, people don't pay for the work we do. So sometimes I got to the point I get critical and I be like watching, I be looking at you from a different perspective. Okay, and you don't really be thinking what I'm doing. All right, so I was never mute. I want to tell you that. Guess what? They got a couple of fans here who they be like, nothing new, nothing new. Have you bought the old one? All
That's
right,
true.
have you bought the
So,
old one? I got pissed off with fans. All the fans around here, they're free. It's that free. So I was never mute. I want to tell you that I was never mute. I was just being strategic.
yeah, so you came out with this song. I think let me just play a little bit for the audience to see it, because when you mentioned, I listen and pick words for in the song, words for in the song. So you told me that you okay, you straight, everything is okay, you have turned around, right? Because people talk about, oh, he's smoking weed. Let me tell you something about weed, right? Weed, whatever it is, marijuana.
Yeah.
Marijuana is not legal in some countries, but I don't smoke marijuana. Let me be very honest with you. I have never tried before, but marijuana is a damn good drugs. Let me be honest. Marijuana, which the people call weed, is a damn good drugs that kills glaucoma. Sometimes people get glaucoma from high blood sugar. You go blind.
Sorry, mom, I'm not cutting you off. They're using a drug called muffin. Okay, they use it in
No,
um.
that drug's called morphine. Oh, it can kill you. That morphine is a pill. If you take it morphine, it kills you. Let me be very honest. That kills you.
Muffin is like when you're going through operation, it make you to not feel the pain you're going
The
through.
pepper for okay. But
Yeah,
anyway,
that's what muffin I'm talking
so
about.
but marijuana, which is the weed that people call, is a good drugs, but the way in which you take it, there are parts of America marijuana is legal. Like even in Jamaica, I won't forget it, illegal. Part
Oh
of
yeah, sure.
America is legal. They got it in medications and stuff. But we are from a third world country. So when our children, our brothers are into smoking those things, which of course we don't, accept. So what prompted you to start getting high? Because when you listen to your music, You say I used to be high, but I'm not high again, but I'm high above. And you
Yeah,
told me
yeah,
you have turned your life around. So you know
yeah.
what?
Let
Let's do
me,
this. Let me
yeah,
play
let me,
this little clip. Let me play this little music clip. Then we can come back to talk about it. Is okay? Is that okay with you?
yeah, sure, sure.
You see now, I know all the words in your music are high, but I'm high above.
Thanks for being a fan.
Yo, Triple J, Lil J, you already know. C to the O.
It's your boy Stunner, baby.
Yeah, I gotta speak spine for the game that I'm handling. I'm a pro, you're my summer by Coolnanee. Coolnanee, your belly leave my nanny, or as I coming back, all of y'all teeny. I'm the one you always wanna be with. You neglect the practices all of our came and crew with. Me, I'm more than that energy. Man, I'm hotter than that bread in the bakery. The new century, shout out to all my enemies. Thank God I made it off that book in cemetery. Holy Mary, just pray for not BA. Rest in peace, Lord, that knees on my neck, yeah. I'm the sensei, most of them are belly wappy. I'm the best thing, most of them are nothing. I quit getting high, but me, I still high. I'm higher than a dude man who's still getting high. It's August, I shine. You can stop side like me. If I fall, I got peeps like the bonnet well seen. I'm super glue, you stash from that fufu. I'm just like a Sophia, that you be my mugu. I'm doodoo, my haters then that poo poo. She not Cairo, but I chunk it in her yuzu. It's not my taboo, but I'm addicted to good food. She love me to the point, she gotta say boo boo.
You said in your words, if I trust and believe, I will not be put to shame. There were times that I fell down on my knees. You came and you rescued me. Lord, I thank you for today and for yesterday and the blessing that's on the way. Sometimes you got to fall just to rise again. When I pray, you are always here. And I pray, I pray, I pray. I pray, I pray, I pray. I pray, I pray, I pray. I pray, I pray, I pray.
I only God make me big boy, I can bluff now. Respect to all of y'all who understood my pain now. So many problems, I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. People say sleep for me, but hey, you read? This apologies in me, so I forced to sneeze. Thanks to my mom for the prayer she did for me. All I hold it did for me, I joined over it. All I tried to set for me, God now this matter it. Jesus got my back, yeah, you can stop my shine. I'm still wearing the Jordans with a knock sign. I own the fault on my back, never on my face. I'm still hopeful, blessings is on the way.
You said in your words, if I trust and believe, I will not be put to shame. There were times that I fell down on my knees. You came and you rescued me. Lord, I thank you for today and for yesterday and the blessing that's on the way. Sometimes you got to fall just to rise again. When I pray, you are always here. And I pray, I pray, I pray. I pray, I pray, I pray. I pray, I pray, I pray. I pray, I pray, I pray.
It's Lil J on it. Yes, that was Bonanis. Let's wait till he gets back on. Like we said, Liberia, Liberia, Liberia. Internet, internet, internet. That's the talk of it. So while we wait for him, we'll just play some music and wait till he gets back on, and we can add him up in order to continue with our questioning. Okay? So
Device disconnected.
So we can add him on again when he gets back, and we can finish up.
Device
So
paired.
we have a WhatsApp number. If anybody's watching and want to call in to ask our celebrity a question, they are welcome to call on WhatsApp. So you can look down on the screen, and then you definitely will see the number there to call and ask our brother a question. Whatever question you want to ask him, you can go ahead. He said he's ready for us. He's ready to answer any questions. So before today's Sunday, I know we are promoting Chilla Bonanis, but let us enjoy this new song with our own brother Moses Soiree.
Power off. Power on. Bluetooth mode.
You cannot change yesterday, but you can do something today that can change tomorrow. It doesn't matter how you were born. That was yesterday. It doesn't matter what happened last 5 years, the last 10 years. You may not be able to change that, but you can reposition yourself today. You can make new decisions today that will change what tomorrow will bring. Invest in your future. Refuse to be a mental hobo. Refuse to end your life on the sidewalk. Every time I tell you something, I tell you that I believe in your future. There's a reason I believe in your future. I believe that if you hear these words, you will act on them and they will change your future. None of you was born to be poor. You may have been born poor, but you were not born to be poor. You may have been brought up poor, but you were not brought up to be poor. Understand this. The definition of adulthood is responsibility. When you become an adult, you take responsibility for your future. Become responsible. What do you have in yourself? There are many who cry for help, and because there are no answers to their call for help, they feel the pains and the pangs of neglect. No, refuse to give up. Believe in what God made. God made you, and He never made a failure. Believe that God has a purpose for your life. You may have been born as a parental accident, but you are not a divine accident. God knew you were coming and he made sufficient provision for you. There's a place for you in the world, and I'm helping you find that place. There are certain things you must do for all of what we have discussed to be a reality. There are things that are not in abundant supply. They're limited. One of them is time. Save time. Save it. Keep track of your time. The Bible says for us to redeem the time, because it says the days are evil. You don't have extra time. Life is not a game. Therefore, make every day count for your life. Improve yourself every day. Introduce something into your life that counts. Choose to be a success. Become inspiring. Distinguish yourself with character, with excellence. If you're a musician, be a musician with a difference. Become inspiring. Whatever you do, do it with excellence. Put yourself and your best into what you do and change your world. Remember, there's no extra time. Therefore, whatever you do now, do it the best way the first time. Success is waiting for the man who says yes to success. Success is waiting for the man who plans for it, who reaches out for it, who says, I'll wake up, and he wakes up, who says, I'll read this book, and he reads it, who says, I'll go to school, and he goes. Success is waiting for the man who makes a decision. So time is important. Time is important. Don't spend your time watching television 24 hours a day. Don't spend your time watching video 24 hours a day. Those that you are watching have put their best into what you are watching. Change the position. Say to yourself, I will be watched. You know, sometimes I'm concerned. There are those who only think about designers' perfume, designers' clothes, designers' shoes. Where are your designs? Where are your own designs? Challenge yourself for the future. There's room for you. There's a place for you at the top. There's a place for you. Train your mind and use it. Give yourself to a teacher. Give yourself to a tutor. Train yourself. Train your mind. And if you train your mind, it will be ready to deliver to you thoughts, the right thoughts and ideas that will earn you commercial value. There's no poverty for the man who has made an investment in his mind and is willing to act. There's no hunger for the man who has trained his mind to think through on every problem, to solve every problem. Train yourself. Think through a problem and render a solution. Let men come to you for advice. Decide to be smart. Decide to be a problem solver. If you make that decision, that's what you will be. Problem solvers are in short supply in the world. There's a place for the man who chooses to be one. Engage yourself in national issues. Get involved. Get concerned. Some of you here are the best writers in the country. But where are your writings? Maybe you are sleeping too much. Maybe you are resting too much. Maybe you are playing too much. It's time to put your best into that writing. Let the country read your writings. You cannot change yesterday, but you can do something today that can change tomorrow. It doesn't matter how you were born. That was yesterday. It doesn't matter what happened last 5 years, the last 10 years. You may not be able to change that, but you can reposition yourself today. You can make new decisions today that will change what tomorrow will bring. Invest in your future. Refuse to be a mental hobo. Refuse to end your life on the sidewalk. Every time I tell you something, I tell you that I believe in your future. There's a reason I believe in your future. I believe that if you hear these words, you will act on them and they will change your future. None of you was born to be poor. You may have been born poor, but you were not born to be poor. You may have been brought up poor, but you were not brought up to be poor. Understand this. The definition of adulthood is responsibility. When you become an adult, you take responsibility for your future. Become responsible. What do you have in yourself? There are many who cry for help, and because there are no answers to their call for help, they feel the pains and the pangs of neglect. No, refuse to give up. Believe in what God made. God made you, and he never made a failure. Believe that God has a purpose for your life. You may have been born as a parental accident, but you are not a divine accident. God knew you were coming, and he made sufficient provision for you. There's a place for you in the world, and I'm helping you find that place. There are certain things you must do for all of what we have discussed to be a reality. There are things that are not in abundant supply. They're limited. One of them is time. Save time. Save it. Keep track of your time. The Bible says for us to redeem the time, because it says the days are evil. You don't have extra time. Life is not a game. Therefore, make every day count for your life. Improve yourself every day. Introduce something into your life that counts. Choose to be a success. Become inspiring. Distinguish yourself with character, with excellence. If you're a musician, be a musician with a difference. Become inspiring. Whatever you do, do it with excellence. Put yourself and your best into what you do and change your world. Remember, there's no extra time. Therefore, whatever you do now, do it the best way the first time. Success is waiting for the man who says yes to success. Success is waiting for the man who plans for it, who reaches out for it, who says, I'll wake up, and he wakes up, who says, I'll read this book, and he reads it, who says, I'll go to school, and he goes. Success is waiting for the man who makes a decision. So time is important. Time is important. Don't spend your time watching television 24 hours a day. Don't spend your time watching video 24 hours a day. Those that you are watching have put their best into what you are watching. Change the position. Say to yourself, I will be watched. You know, sometimes I'm concerned. There are those who only think about designers' perfume, designers' clothes, designers' shoes. Where are your designs? Where are your own designs? Challenge yourself for the future. There's room for you. There's a place for you at the top. There's a place for you. Train your mind and use it. Give yourself to a teacher. Give yourself to a tutor. Train yourself. Train your mind. And if you train your mind, it will be ready to deliver to you thoughts, the right thoughts and ideas that will earn you commercial value. There's no poverty for the man who has made an investment in his mind and is willing to act. There's no hunger for the man who has trained his mind to think through on every problem, to solve every problem. Train yourself. Think through a problem and render solution. Let men
Are you ready now? Stevie Bamba, ha! Oh, na, na, yeah, yeah. Oh, na, na, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, na, na, yeah, yeah. Oh, na, na, Jehovah provide you. Miracle working God, give you all the praise, give you all the glory. You alone deserve it. You put my enemies under my feet. Because I have you, I face no defeat. Higher and higher, I give you the praise and I give you the honor because you're the king. You love me personal. See the testimony. You get the glory. You get the honor and everything. Yeah, you love me personal. See the testimony. You get the glory. You get the honor and everything. Jehovah, you too kind of. See the things that you done. Jehovah, you too kind of. The good things that you can do. You are welcome. You just have to remember. For the many, many blessings you bless me, I cannot tell it all. I thank you. You love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory, Lord. You know. You love me personally. Testimony. You get the glory, Lord. Yeah. I'm going to do right now. Testimony, you got the glory, you got the honor and everything. You love me personal, you love me personal, you give me glory, Lord.
Okay, actually, I have been waiting for these guys, but apparently the internet is really causing problem for us. Every time he tries to come on, it goes off. So what do we do? Just play some music and call it a day, and we probably might reschedule. I don't know, but we'll get back to you about that, okay? So
Verizon knows how to build unlimited right. Start with American.
Okay, internet problem in Liberia, so we cannot continue with this full interview. We probably might have to schedule later. So, guys, thanks for watching and God bless you. I have to go.